You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. And the 3 off target. Edwards against Morant. Brooks the pass to Morant. Morant with the slam!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing. You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Pass to Prince. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Towns can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the basket by Bane. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And then Morant with the jam!
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but...
Oh, throw it down!
Nice!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Brooks. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. The 3 from Russell. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Excelling in the pick and roll back at The Ohio State University. Russell bringing that skill along with him to the NBA. That skill travels well.
Here's Morant. And he... Oh, nice! Big finish!
Whoa! Slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag!
Here's Russell. And he converts the layup. Russell's got 5 points.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Outside Russell. Shoots over Morant. Now here's Towns. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Here's Morant. Give him 8. Pass to Adams. There's the 3. Tries again. Outside for Morant. Brooks outside. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Minnesota. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Russell. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Payne with it. Pass to Brooks. Outside for Moran. Going inside. And then Moran with the dunk.
The quick feet of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
With 1 on the clock. The shot won't fall. Ja Moran, he's feeling it tonight and has been the drop.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
On the court for Minnesota. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Now Russell. He's got 5. That shot is off. Russell against Morant. Now Jackson. Here's Morant. Back to Adams. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Towns. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now here's Brooks. To the left side wing. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. 5 to shoot. Outside Bain. And here's Adams. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
Towns passes to Russell. Outside Edwards. Shot to stop the run. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Moran against Russell. Outside for Moran. Just 4 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot from deep. Bain. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Russell against Jackson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jackson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
1:10 left to play in the half. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Russell against Morant, and he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Shot's good by Towns. Towns has got 5.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Morant. Outside Bain. Brooks outside. Back to Bain. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. He's got his second basket.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
And a pretty tightly contested.
Your Grizzlies, 28. The Timberwolves, 24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Danny Green. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4-man spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Here's Jones. He's off on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Left side Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Memphis leading. Here's Jones.
Minnesota foul. Jordan LeBlanc. First personal foul. First team foul.
Reed against Clark. Pass to Conchar. The 3 is up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Here's McLaughlin. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's Conchar on the wing. Jones. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Anderson pulls it down.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Noel drives in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Jones. And he's going to the line. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge and
The previous play is under review.
personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Noel. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Good. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Shot from 16. Noel, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Kicks it out to Clark. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Reed with a block. It's McDaniels on the wing. Green covering. McDaniels passes to Reed. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And here is Green. Here's Conchar. Reed defending. Outside for Green. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Williams against Anderson. Williams passes to Clark. It's not going to go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Noel. Green covering. McDaniels inside. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That free throw no good.
Taking 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside, Green. Pass to Williams. Soft touch off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
A line change here for Memphis.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Morant with it. 12 points for him. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Prince. Here's Gobert. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Adams finds Bain. 1 second left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's still anybody's game as we and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3. Outside Russell. And there's the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. And here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. To tie it up. Pass to Gobert. Brooks against Edwards.
Oh, my.
Big time right there.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Outside Russell. Gobert with a screen on Morant. The 3 from Russell. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
That one's no good. Edwards against Bain. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Morant against Russell. And then Morant with the dunk.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Now Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Way up and over the big guy. What a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Left side, Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
1:10 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up. He gets the first, and that ties this game up.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine. When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Bain. think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Morant drawing the double team. Payne pass to Jackson to the middle. Here's Morant. Second chance effort. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. Jackson outside. With the drive. And another shot. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets the three fly. The shot that time not on target. And Minnesota calls time here. All right, guys, what do you think?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. That was an incredible...
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight.
Here we go.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Down low, here's Wall. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Now here's Towns. Up and in on the layup.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Wall passes to Morris. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Edwards, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
All with it. Russell's there. Zubac kicks to Wall. Buries the long-range jumper. Wall's got 6.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And so here are the Clippers. 6-point game. Ball taking his time here. Outside, George. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And it's Russell in the corner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Outside, Wall. To the middle. Morris finds Wall. 6 on the shot clock. George with the screen on Russell. Zubac no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Edwards against Leonard. And finished off by Edwards.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Outside, Wall. Outside for George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
George with the screen on Russell. Leonard on the wing. Zubac trying to break loose. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Outside, Russell. Passes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. We'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George finds Morris. Nobody near Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Lots of throwback stuff to Kawhi's game as he's just feasting now in the mid-range.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Edwards.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam?
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. If they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Towns.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
A 3 from Morris. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. From deep, Prince. Russell kicks to Prince. Russell passes to Prince. Back to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, the defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And George, here we go. Oh, he misses the dunk. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Wall. Right side, Leonard shoots the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Prince dishes to Gobert, and he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Wall against Russell. Wants to get it to Edwards, and does.
And when you watch Edwards, expect him to get a prolific score.
Wall against Russell. George passes to Wall. Back to George.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Shot clock at 5. Morris inside. Towns on him. Towns with the defensive effort. Russell inside, covered by Wall. Here's Edwards, driving in, and finished off by Edwards.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Outside, George jacks up a three. Zubats kicks to George. George double teamed. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Gobert, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Towns with the steal. Russell looking around. Kicks to Edwards. He takes it in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low. Prince finds Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got 8 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Russell against Wall. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubats. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Ball to the Timberwolves. Substitution on the court.
Here's Noel. They set the pick. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Jackson. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. We've got Naz Reid. McDaniels is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. Now we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Covington dishes to Jackson. Back to Covington. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's McLaughlin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Powell, that's good.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
There's a good screen. The pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Powell, the pass to Batum. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Noel. Kennard covering. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Jackson kicks to Powell. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Here's McDaniels. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McDaniels got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Powell kicks to Covington. Kennard on the wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Powell. Outside Jackson. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:56 left in the third. Here's McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McDaniels got 4 points now in the quarter.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Kennard on the wing. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Noel. Puts up a 3. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Noel. Right wing. McDaniels finds Anderson. From past the arc. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Powell, the pass to Batum. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel. Defended by Covington. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, the Clippers trailing here by 8. McDaniels in the post. Kennard covering. 5 on the clock. McDaniels in the post. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. McDaniels got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
His first shot coming late, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Good positioning. Anderson outstanding at staying in front of his...
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Wall kicks to Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Timberwolves leading by 12. The pass to Towns. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Right side, Leonard. Back to Morris. Latrey. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards against George. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And Wall kicks to George. Over Edwards. And it's George missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Atop the key, Prince. Outside, Towns. Has to Gobert. And the layup falls.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Outside, Wall. Morris dishes the Wall. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
Wall against Russell. Out to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Wall passes to George to end the run. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 18. Outside, Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to Russell. To the inside. And Towns throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Wall wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Towns a screen on Wall. Here's Russell. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
A three from Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Prince outside. From deep. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. .32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Wall. There's 21 seconds left in the game. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him. Outside, Towns. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business.
And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Now here's Paul. Here's Johnson. Pass to Booker. Over Edwards. Clock at 6. Paul passes to Ayton. This one for 3. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Booker fires from way outside. Towns with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Oh, misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Russell. Towns down low, covered by Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Booker against Russell. From outside the arc. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Towns with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Shot's good by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Paul against Russell. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Booker fires from way outside. And it's Booker again missing. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And Edwards, here we go.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Booker after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Bridges. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Ooh, Ayton with the block. And they'll keep possession. Russell to pass to Gobert. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Tries yet again. Here's Towns, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
They set the pick. And he lobs it up, and Edwards slams it in.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Russell with the ball. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the shot goes.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
And Phoenix has possession. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Booker against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Russell. Here's Gobert. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top, up by 9. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, you.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Oh, throw it down. Wow.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Booker, good.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Booker. Here's Gobert. To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
A nice shot by Booker. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
In transition, here come the Suns. Bridges misses. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside Russell, puts up a 3. They grab their own miss.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Up top, Booker, guarded by Edwards. Here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Booker for 3. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Booker. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Russell to pass to Towns. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Booker, from behind the arc, sinks it from distance. Booker's got 13.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Russell to pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Booker for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Edwards. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. The Suns have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Oh, there's the alley. And Ayton with the stuff. Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world.
Good on both. The Suns trailing. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Booker fires from way outside. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Edwards. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Booker. Here's Bridges. Johnson passes to Ayton. Throw it down on the lob.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Here's Russell to the inside. Paul with a steal. It's tipped. Stolen by Russell. Back to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards got 14 points.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. From deep, Johnson. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. The Suns have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. A nice shot by Booker.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Outside Russell. To the right side. Back to Towns. 4 seconds left. And the layup is up and in. 10 points for him.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
And that concludes the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up 7. Thanks very much, Allie.
32.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Minnesota in the lead. Anderson drives, and the layup is good off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
The Timberwolves shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Outside McDaniels. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's off on the first.
Jaden McDaniel at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And here are the Suns now, trailing by 10. Pass to Landale. Here's Payne. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Payne's gotten his first points in this one.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Noel. Goes back up. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's McDaniels. And he banks in the layup. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Crowder. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Up ahead. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Crowder outside. Back to Shamet. That shot missing. Nice D from Reed. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Landale doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Anderson inside, defended by Payne. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne.
Kyle Anderson at the line for 1.
Free throw drops for Anderson. Now Payne. Crowder outside. Will it go? McLaughlin with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll make.
Here's Noel, and he goes in for the dunk.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Outside Booker. The 3. Fires in the triple. Booker's got 18.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys. When Cam Johnson went 11th overall in the 2019 draft, most draft experts were shocked, slating him to go late in the first. But Cam's proven those pundits wrong.
Rebound Minnesota. Here's Noel to the paint. Here's Reed. And Aiden pulls it down. Well, for Cam Johnson, he was incredible during the 2021 playoffs, Richard.
How about Cam's shooting numbers going 50, 40, 90 for the entire playoffs? 70% from the field in the conference final. Unreal for a three-point shooter. A key part of that Suns finals run.
Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Paul. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Drives to the hoop. Up and in on the layup. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
The 3 from Russell. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bridges passes to Aiden. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gets it down to single digits. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Here's Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot.
And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Okay, lockout! Wow! Oh, the devastating windmill jam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And Edwards slams it in.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Now here's Russell. Down low. Here's Edwards.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And Booker puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Russell against Paul. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And Booker throws it down.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Outside Russell. Towns against Johnson. They set the screen. Towns passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Up top, Booker. Shoots. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Paul against Russell. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Johnson. Outside Booker. And it's Phoenix with another.
Calls the play and Booker executes to perfection.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Outside Edwards. 1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Paul passes to Aiden. Booker against Edwards. Pulls it from the top of the key. Misses off the right iron.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Out to the wing. Paul against Russell. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Pass to Booker. And stolen by Edwards. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Aiden. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game.
You couldn't avoid the charge, even with the little hop step.
And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Outside Booker. That cuts the lead to single digits. Booker's got 31.
The pure shot mechanics of Booker. It's fun watching him shoot the ball.
Russell against Paul. Now here's Towns. Tightly guarded. Shoots over Johnson. Towns with the ball. No good there. Off the double clutch. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road,
to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Outside, Russell. The kick out to Towns. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Russell with it. Now defended by Bain. Brooks against Prince. Brooks dishes to Adams. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Morant. And he lays it straight in. Morant's got 6.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Russell against Morant. Here's Towns. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Brooks kicks to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant with a wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. He's got 9.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency. But the shot looks good.
Out to Russell. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. The shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. That one falls.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And that one's good, Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Edwards with the screen for Russell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Morant kicks to Jackson. In the corner, it's Bain. Out to Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 15 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 16-7 run. He dishes it to Brooks. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. He has 6.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
John Morant. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Russell, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Jackson kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Bain. There's the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Russell. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
The 3 from Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter. Russell kicks to Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Russell against Morant. The kick out to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 5 now.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Russell finds Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Russell against Morant. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Russell passes to Edwards. Misses the layup. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Brooks kicks to Adams. Pass to Bain. The 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable incredible vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Out to Brooks. For three. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 19. Here's Russell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
And so Russell hits them both. So it's the Grizzlies now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Morant against Russell. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Outside, Bain. He kicks to Brooks. From deep. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Edwards with the screen for Russell. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. Goes back up. Prince. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 7th assist in the game.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
There's Jackson with the 3. Kept alive. And so it's Memphis, holding a big 8.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 23. The Grizzlies, 41.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 18. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. Green in the post. Guarded by Prince. Count the basket. Clark's got the first points of the 3rd quarter up on the board for Memphis.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
The offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Conchar, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Outside, Edwards. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Edwards got 7.
You see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
Jones, the pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Pulls up from the corner. And too long on the shot.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
Many teams can use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. On the basket by Jones.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. McLaughlin, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. And Williams, here we go. To the paint. And there's the pass to Conchar. Williams, a screen on Anderson. Conchar. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Come on, come on, come on.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Jones kicks to Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Anderson. Here's Conchar. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Noel. It's deflected. Now here's Jones. 1:06 left to play here in the third. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Anderson's shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. Outside Williams. Inside. Stolen by Reed. Here's Noel. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Conchar. 9 points in the game so far. Reed with the rebound. A crossover. And scoring with the play inside is McDaniel. McDaniel's got his first basket.
Works that one inside nicely.
Outside, Jones with one on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking a 19-point lead into the... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Green. Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar into the two-guard spot. Clock at 6. Takes the three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Edwards has come in for Noel. And it's Russell in for Jordan McLaughlin. Timberwolves trail by 19. Edwards with it. Now Green defending. Edwards passes to McDaniels. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Lobbed up there for Clark. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Russell. Here's McDaniels. Russell high post. Taken away by Williams. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Memphis with another turnover here. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the end one. Yes, sir.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant with it. Jackson a screen on Russell. Now here's Morant for 3. He doesn't hit that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Russell kicks to Towns. To the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Gobert down low. Adams on him. And the basket by Gobert.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The 3 from Morant. Morant with another miss. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Keeps it alive. And the Grizzlies leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Memphis.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Morant passes to Brooks. Out to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Adams' shot is off.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
McDaniels. Towns wide open. Off the left rim and out. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Russell. Off target. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home.
meet the starters for the Clippers.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Here's Prince. Pass to Edwards. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Wall against Russell. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Wall against Russell. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
George's shot is good.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Russell. Edwards a screen on Wall. Russell the pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, that's a perfect pass by Russell. He really understands where to get his man the ball.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's a soft-spoken leader. Kawhi Leonard prefers to let his play do the talking for him.
Here's Edwards. Here's Prince. Outside Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Edwards. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside Wall. George outside. Driving to the basket. And the jam by George.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Russell against Wall. Russell, that's good. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Outside Wall. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Russell against Wall. Inside.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Russell against Wall. Here's George. Out to Leonard. Back to George. 17-foot shot on the way. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 7 points in the game.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And so here are the Clippers. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
Here's Edwards. Gobert controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
George outside. 29 seconds left in the opening quarter. Minnesota in the lead. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo, the whole arena felt that. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
George for three. George with another miss. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 5. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's George. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
And it's Russell on the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Russell's got 6.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's George. There's the drive. Offensive rebound. Leonard outside. Second chance shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Russell against Wall. Throws it up high. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Leonard passes to George. Outside Wall. This one for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Prince down low. Wall covering. Russell against Wall. He got a piece of it. Leonard outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Morris. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either 4 spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid 3-point shooter.
George passes to Morris, and here's Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Morris, a screen on Russell. To the middle. That one's good from Morris on the assist by Leonard. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead. Russell against Wall. And he's going for the lob. Back to Russell. Got a hand on it. Here's George into the lane. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Morris against Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Wall, the pass to George. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Down low. And it's powered home by Towns.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Outside Wall. Here's Leonard. No good. A bit long that time.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And here they come. Here's Wall. And Gobert with a block. To the inside. Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Wall for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Wall's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Russell into the lane, and that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
George against Edwards. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Here's Edwards. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Kennard in at the 3, small forward. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. McLaughlin's shot is good. McLaughlin's got 4 points this quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Nice shot by Kennard.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Kennard. No good with the triple.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Reed with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to McLaughlin. Launches the 3.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Back to Reed. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Clippers trail. Jackson outside. Kennard outside. 3-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. To the paint. Here's Reed. The putback. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Kennard. Drains the triple. Kennard's got 12 points in the game.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Jackson outside. Kicks it out to Kennard. It's Covington on the wing. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
If you don't box out Nicholas Batum, you're going to pay. With this length and how well he uses it, it's a bucket.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Covington. Here's Reed, and rejected. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Powell. Batum finds Jackson. Back to Batum. For the lead. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's Kennard. Knocks down the long J. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
What an athletic play from Towns, rising up over the defense to hammer in the alley-oop.
Kicks it out to Kennard. There's the triple. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
It's tipped. Now here's Batum. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's got 20.
What productivity so far from Kennard. The coaching staff must be pleased.
Russell to pass to Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul, Nicholas Batum.
Free throw good, Edwards. And here are the Clippers now. And here's George. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Russell. Edwards against George. Edwards, a pass to Gobert.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And I also have to praise them for their 3-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Leonard right side. 6 to shoot. Minnesota with the rebound. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Second team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Pass to Gobert. 3 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Outside Wall. Kicks it to George. Here's Leonard. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Edwards. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Russell finds Edwards. Tipped. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Wall with it. Russell covering. Here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. Right side Wall. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Misses the follow-up. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Wall against Russell. Pass to Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Wall with it. George, a screen on Russell. Kicks it to George. Back to Wall. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Prince on the take. Here's Towns. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're on top by 3. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Russell with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Leonard outside. Morris outside. George left side. To the middle. Zubac passes to George. Over Edwards. And George gets it to go on the assist by Zubac.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Towns. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. One minute left in the fourth quarter here. Wall to pass to Morris. Russell against Wall. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Russell, the three ball. It's rebounded by Zubats. A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
They double team George. Outside Wall, 5 on the clock. Back to Leonard. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. So the Clippers win it. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting.
Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Here is Russell. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Bridges inside the three-point line. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Bridges got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Suns on offense.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that. Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. And it's Russell missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Ayton. Paul finds Johnson. Out up there for Johnson. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. Got a hand on it.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Paul passes to Ayton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his 2nd season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Now, here is Russell. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ayton. On the wing, Bridges. There's the triple. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bridges has got 11 points.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter. It's all she wrote from there.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Takes it off the glass.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Here's Russell following the basket by Chris Paul, and they pick up 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves trail by 7. Prince kicks to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Prince finds Edwards. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Booker with no one around. Another three for Phoenix.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here is Russell. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Suns lead by 11. From Target. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the three. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Russell. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 5.
Well, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Johnson, the pass to Paul. Kicks it to Booker. From deep three-point range, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And here is Paul. Johnson at the elbow. Shoots over Towns. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Mark, when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the combine.
Russell looking it over. From deep. Another miss by Minnesota. Suns leading by 13. Paul finds Booker. No good from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Towns in the dunk by Towns.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man. He's got a lot to work with.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Again, the miss by Booker.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Russell against Paul. Lays it up off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Russell against Paul. Gobert in the corner. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Booker looking around. Launches it. That one, no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Edwards. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
And here's Booker from the arc. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Kicks it out to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires from deep. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Russell dishes to Prince. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
Taurean Prince.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Booker. He's got 13. Shot on the wing. A 3 from Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Phoenix in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Payne, Lee out there with Jay Crump. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Suns leading by 7. Now Payne. He lobs it up. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Here's Noel. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Reed gets the bucket.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Here's Shamet. Out to Lee. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Out to the wing, out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Payne, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's McLaughlin. No points in the game yet for him. The kick out to Anderson. Crowder with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got the fast break chance. Here's Payne with the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Payne's got 4 points this quarter.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's McLaughlin. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Payne grabs the board.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Crowder slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Stolen by Anderson. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. No good with the triple. Suns leading by 11. Payne with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Crowder kicks to Payne. On the wing, Lee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Payne with it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Out to Edwards. Back to Towns. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Towns has got 8 points.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Gobert. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns ahead, up by 10. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he with sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
And it's Towns missing. Suns leading by 13. Pass to Booker. Takes a three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Paul outside. Wants to get it to Booker and does. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And Towns throws it down.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges. Towns against Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Towns dishes to Prince. Russell inside. Johnson on him. Edwards can't hit. Suns leading by 15. Booker finds Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. Booker the pass to Paul. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Russell. Edwards with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Edwards can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. There's the lob to the hoop, and Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
To the middle, and Edwards with the stop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And here we go. Fast break. Towns. Got Clark. He just rocked the rim.
Insanity on display right there. Wow. Woo.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Lobbed up there for Booker. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. 5 on the clock. And Booker puts up a deep three. The rebound by Prince.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
1:14 left to play here in the fourth.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Paul outside. To the inside. And stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Phoenix.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Russell with the three. Rebound by Johnson. And Phoenix has possession. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Prince.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
So the Suns win it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,